Oh, hey.
Hello, everybody.
What's
Welcome
that?
to another foodie show.
Caught
Special
me.
one tonight. What's up?
Hey. I say you caught me. I was over there humming something. I don't know what I was
Yeah,
even humming.
Damon was doing a little jingle.
Yeah.
Not
That's our
often we
intro
get
music.
this.
That was the intro
Yeah.
music.
Whoa. You silence yourself. Phone started playing something.
Oh, here we go.
Some cool food podcast
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
on the Dude Network.
Hey, that's a good one right there.
But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, this show would not be possible without garage beer. Classic light beer, classic lime beer, beer flavored
right.
beer, drinkable all day.
Yep. Because the garage is always open.
It is it's in like 4 or 5 states, something like that. And just hold on, it's coming. Don't even worry about it.
If you're looking for it, you can find it in the website right down there. You can find the locator.
Yeah, it's in the ticker down here, but it's www.drinkgaragebeer.com.
Yep.
How the hell are you, dude?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty excited for this one, dude.
Yeah. It's been.
We were singing this song before we kicked them out and went live, but the boys are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely, we were singing that right
there. Yes, sir. So, hey, let's just get to it so we can have as much fun as possible tonight.
That's right.
With that, before getting to our main guest, we had to bring a special host in. Yeah. So we brought the boss man here, Prince of the Poors, Tony Lane.
Right.
What up, poor people?
What's up, bro?
Because we couldn't talk to this guy without everybody being here. He's been on hiatus for a while, being super dad. And shout out to his little boy killing it in football, by the way. And
let me go.
But a man who pours his drinks the size of Texas, there's a show about it, who is always concerned about what time the show starts, and it's always 8 p.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
To this guy.
To that guy, yeah.
A man who believes that Texas is its own country. Nombre, the man himself.
What's up,
What's up, dude?
I'm back like I never left.
That's
yes, right. Yes, sir.
I've been gone for a little bit.
Yeah.
Cheers, gentlemen, to
another
successful.
I'm in Pennsylvania Sunday, so Arby's.
Arby's is nice.
It's a cup full of beef broth.
Yes.
From their Wagyu sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
You just go like finger deep in those bad boys.
Damn quick beer laws up here, I tell you.
Oh, man.
They got weird beer laws.
Yeah, it's like original prohibition, where it's like on Sunday, it's like really hard to get alcohol anywhere.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if you go to a gas station, you can get like a 6, nothing more than a 12-pack.
Well,
but unless you go out to your car, then go back in and get more.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
you can't buy beer until 10 a.m. on Sundays, and liquor stores are closed because liquor is not sold anywhere else besides liquor stores in Texas.
Damon, on that note, is beer still 24/7 in South Carolina?
We just got it where we could buy it on Sunday in our county.
When I was over in Horry, Horry County, it was like 24/7, dude. No matter, it was 4 in the morning. You could stumble into a gas station, you could get as much.
Oh yeah.
That's insane. See, over here it stops at 2 and starts back up at 6 a.m.
It's 1 in the morning, and then till 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then on Sundays it's until like noon.
No,
it used to be noon, and then they moved down to 10. Like people, get to the store shopping, they walk around and watch the clock till it hits 9:59 and get in line. So
and everyone's like,
straight up.
It's like, just send it, people. Can we just send it at this point? Just let the people Our big winner from Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
shout
yeah,
out.
She guessed the number. I didn't even get to see that part. I watched the recap.
Yeah.
She was close.
No, she was the closest.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
cheated. She straight
Because
up
Mike,
cheated.
he went really, really high, and he went in the 400s. Nobody even had a 4.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
what's up, Raj? What up, man? We love you, man.
What's up? Yeah.
Hey, we love
Hey.
you too.
Hey, we brought a new guest with that show.
Yeah.
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 So how
Man,
the heck you
Nombre.
been, man?
How we doing?
yeah, doing good. Just blessed and highly favored, and been busy. I've been, all my social media friends, y'all, and then my other social media friends have been checking up on me. Everything going good. Everything is good. Great. I'm fine. I just had to choose being a parent or being selfish and so focusing on social media. And my kids are gonna be little once, and by the time you know it, they're gonna be too cool for me, too cool for mom, and that'll be my time. I'll always be there for them. But right now, I need to be there for them because by the time I know it, they're gonna be way too cool or way too old to do anything with dad anymore, right? Not unless they want to barbecue with me, then we still got an attorney. But right now, it's football season for my youngest, and we're fully invested. This kid, and you talk about invested. This kid loves to breathe, eat, think, talk. I mean, just whatever. He's just talking about football. He's breathing it. He is it. Like he's like, Dad, let's go work out. Right?
Yeah.
He has agility trainings with a different coach because at this tender age you can separate a child if you get their agility is higher than other kids, right? Because your agility is only good, right, until you have to work harder to get your agilities better. So we're doing it. He's a big kid. Yeah, he's about the power, right? But I want to get his agilities and speed, right? Because only your size and power will eventually get caught up by other kids right now, right? As a matter of fact, he's no longer the biggest kid on his team. So he realized real quick that no, there are bigger kids. So no, we're deep into football season. We start week 3 tomorrow. So we start. It's actually rival week next week for us. Our largest rival, and it's people are calling it pre-Super Bowl look. Like this is going to be the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. So I hope that's possible, and I hope we put a stamp on this and let them know that it's our year, right? Yeah, because Nico, he fell short, and he made it to Super Bowl last year to the team that we face this coming week, and he still talks about how Dad, I didn't win that Super Bowl. Hey, well, you can't win them all, but being 5-6 years old now, he's 6, and he still has that on your mind is ridiculous. Like some of these kids,
there it is, right there.
Yeah,
right there.
He's a beast, dude. He's a beast.
98 pounds. Yeah, 4 feet, and then he's probably a little bit heavier than that after a meal. But right now he's. I tell you what, that boy eats 3 meals a day, and then he's snacking in between. It's like Jesus, where does it all go?
The grown boy.
He puts it all out there on the field, man.
Hey, luckily, you know how to cook a mess of food on a cheap, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, they get tired of my barbecue. He's one of them.
What?
Yeah. He'll devour a burger, but I don't do burgers. That's just a waste of burning charcoal, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. We can come and revisit that.
We're good.
Why can't we you get a
He's
propane? If you get a propane, man, they'll take care of that for you.
Well, mine broke. I had a Blackstone, and that's when I would, cash in on that stuff. And I don't know, the framing was cheap or something. I was moving it around the backyard. It collapsed. Anyways, that was painful. I gave it a kick. So, anyways, I don't have a Blackstone.
With Blackstone being like the one that I don't have, I would be super bummed if mine would do that if I got one.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't know.
I went through so much to get that damn thing.
It hurt. My wife's like, "Oh, well, we'll just go build something around it." I don't know. It was just I need to be mobile. I can't be stationary where I.
Right.
Agile. Will you ever quit? No. We want some more. We want some more. We want some more. Sorry, it is football season.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna. Well, I'm clipping that out of here for sure. That's what's getting clipped for sure.
I
No,
watched
but
the first college football game. I was so excited. It was New Mexico State against like UMass, and I'm like, send it, let's go.
any kind of football, all the preseason, I'm like, this is,
Yeah.
you know, I don't even heard half the guys' names. Speaking about winning, did y'all watch call it Little League World Series? Shout out to California. Those
Yeah.
boys walk-off home run, the bottom of the sixth, and Carousel. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I
Yeah,
thought it was like
that's
a
right.
liquor.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Look at you,
Yeah.
Mr. Culture.
New
Mike, new culture.
They
Damn.
haven't been hit. They haven't had a home run hit against them in the series, and they get a walk-off home run against them to lose. You know, so shout out to California for Little League World Series. They did beat Texas in the semifinals. That one hurt. That
I
one
bet
hurt.
that
But
one
shout
hurt
out
for
to
you, buddy.
USA for
Californians are American today. Let's
So,
go.
yeah, I was cheering all the way. My wife was like, shh, you know, the oldest was taking a nap. I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're gonna win the ship. You know what? I don't care what state it is. It's USA being represented. Let's go.
Hell
So
yeah.
that was good. It was a walk off, and I lost it. You know, I'm watching a 12-year-old hit a dinger out of the park, and so it's great time, great stuff. So you know, shout out to the Little League World Series there.
Yeah, man.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
that's,
Yeah, I didn't watch none of it.
Me neither.
So, hey,
I haven't activated my TV yet. It's getting close.
shock to everybody here. This is not a sports show, so I'm going to circle back real quick. Sorry, Tony. Sorry.
But no,
I'm getting in the mood. I'm getting in the mood. Yeah.
talking about some cooking. I haven't done any videos. I've done some quick salsa videos. Something I was like, hey, this is real easy to post up, keep my social media going. But I did cook for a barbecue. I did cook for a birthday party. Roughly 15, 20 people had a great time. I made appetizers and the main course, and it was a great time. You know, it's perfect.
You
You know,
didn't film any of it?
No. I was excited because I used his pit, so I didn't know how his pit was going to perform.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I feel you.
So,
but sometimes it's just enjoying the moment, though.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely. Hey,
the challenge.
I've been really guilty of that lately, like not filming some stuff that I should be filming everything because I'm like, I'm just having too much fun doing this. Like I forget about my phone.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's why we're all really here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick.
Sometimes, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, sometimes you just like, I don't want to record. It's straight up.
Yeah.
And now that I took a small hiatus, not that I'm stopped, but like, oh, I can record and snip this in or something. I was like, you know, so yeah. You know, just do your thing.
Well, so for those of us out in the crowd that don't know, tell us how it all started. Where did Nombre Chut Up come from?
Well, there's two stories. There's a story to my name that I use, and then the story how social media came about. Let's hit the name. So, it was actually an accident. I was hanging out with some friends, and there was an older gentleman, right? We're all hanging out and barbecuing and stuff. And this older gentleman, every time he was telling a story, he would always end up, Nombre Chut Up, and Nombre Chut Up. So in the Latino Hispanic culture, so that Nombre Chut Up has different meanings depending on how you use it, how you paraphrase it in your sentence, right? It can be like unbelievable, you're full of crap, you know, forget about it, whatever, right? But in the content you use it, it has a meaning.
Right.
So after that day went over and stuff, I got with my buddies again. We started picking on that guy, and I kept on saying, no, bitch it up. My buddy would tell me a story. Oh, I went this and that. No, bitch it up. And I said it so much where it became part of my lingo. So when I was cooking and I started cooking or what I was doing, I would say, no, bitch, shut up. So good, right? So that's how the name came about. Now going to the food side, I've always cooked. Dad had me cooking when I was young, right? Oh, well, I'm going to start the pit and you watch the meat, right? I was like 10, 11 years old, very nervous. Like, oh, I don't want to overcook it or whatever. It became a job, right? 10, 11 years old. I wanted to go kick dirt, ride a bike or something, right?
That's right.
So I've been at it at that early age where Dad cooked barbecue every weekend religiously. But at that age, you don't appreciate that, right? And I see it now
Right,
with my
right.
kids, and I see it now with my kids, right? Fast forward, I would barbecue with my buddies and everything. I got married, and my wife said, "Man, I want some barbecue." I said, yeah, I know how to barbecue. We started barbecuing, and I showed her other things, the disco, carnitas, all those kind of cooks.
Oh, the disco.
So, just cooking was always a fun part. She had a cousin, and he had a barbecue team, and he said, "Hey, you barbecue a little bit. You want to help to join the team?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll help. I know I love cooking. It's fine, right?" So at that magnitude of a team, we had a 5-man team. He had a large cooking trailer. It's for sale, by the way. So reach out to me if you want to buy it, and we'll talk more. Anyways,
There we go.
I was in charge
Nice
of.
plug,
I was
dude. Solid plug.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah.
I was in charge of the pork ribs, and so I would do that. And I was hitting. I was never getting the top 3, which was frustrating, but it was always giving you that carrot in front of you, right? You wanted that. You wanted that
Mhm.
ship. You wanted that ship. You want that first place. Well, we all grew apart. He, found a darling, got married, and focused on his family. We all separated. We're all close, and of course, we're family, and then our other buddies. Um, and I just continued barbecuing. I would hit small little 1-man shows, or I would see what I can do. Took a break. COVID came around, and it was terrible, right? We're all bored out of our mind, wondering if we were gonna die, wondering if the shot was gonna kill us, or COVID was gonna kill us, or what the hell was gonna do, right? We couldn't do much. We were surrounded. And at this time, I had just got an office job, so I was no longer in the field
Mm.
where like I was like, no, I had no choice. I have to be in the field, right? And if anybody knows my background, I work in the power line business. And I remember one night my wife was like laughing and giggling, and I was like, "What are you laughing at?" "Oh, I download TikTok." Download TikTok. It's for little kids, man.
Yeah,
Right? All the
right.
little kids dancing and stuff. You're like, what are you doing? So we're laughing at funny videos, right? So because TikTok's more than what at first it started, and she comes across people cooking. Oh, that's cool. I downloaded, and I said, well, who's that guy's name? If I can remember who it was, I don't even remember who it was. I don't remember. It was someone that
It's that
was,
guy
I don't know.
John Z, probably.
I don't remember. No, I met you through Tony.
No, I was way late to this party.
Anyways, I can remember small. It was Grill King. It was Mike Star with Blazing Star. Before we had over 2,000 followers, there was Tony reached out to me. We were small friends for a little bit, or maybe he found me when I was climbing. Anyways,
I found you when you were climbing. You were.
that's right.
Your video had just popped, like your first one.
There you go. So I was posting videos, crappy videos, and they're up there. So if people want to go find how crappy you just go all the way down back to the bottom of the
Oh, that's the
archive.
beauty of it, man. Watch the growth of the content creator.
Oh yeah, I
because
love that. I have
the
all my old
first
shitty stuff on there.
the
Yeah.
first kick I did, and this is before you can do 3-minute and 10-minute videos, guys. So I wish they can combine it now, but I did a stuffed pork tenderloin and I smoked it. I wasn't good at editing. I wasn't good at whatever. I had to do a 4-part video just to get the whole video out at that
Yeah,
time.
I remember the
Yeah.
old series when that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how long I've been on TikTok. But anyways, one video, it was a filler video because I was focused on my son's birthday weekend. And next thing I know, my phone is just vibrating constantly. It's on silent, right? I'm in that generation that we used to download ringers for everybody, and now I don't even have it on ringer.
right.
Same
Ringers
deal.
are for posers, man. Come on.
So all I hear is my phone, like literally my pocket, just boop, 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 boop. What is going on? And I open it up, and it just X amount of things. But let me rewind further because I missed a piece. On Snapchat. Anybody watch Snapchat? I have Snapchat. If you want to see my nudes, I'm just joking. But anyways, anybody
He's not.
has Snapchat?
For 10 seconds, they can be yours.
I was on Snapchat for a while, and I would joke, season the meat, start the fire, do my cook, take little bites, and I would do the Nombre Chut Up stuff too. Nombre Chut Up. And I remember my friends encouraging me, you need to start a YouTube. Say, dude, I don't even own a computer at home, more or less have YouTube, right? So then fast forward back to TikTok and all that, and realizing you can just do everything in the palm of your hand or your phone. That's when it it all happened, right? I missed that major Snapchat part where I had my close friends encouraging me to start because it looks good. You know, you always have these funny tips and tricks and whatever. And I just took it for granted, right? Because they're my friends, right? And you keep your circle of friends small, so you know they're being honest, right? You have just a bunch of random friends, you don't know who is here or not. Shout out to my original 50 friends on Snapchat. Now I have over, I don't know how many I have. So I
look at you,
bud. So I gotta remember. There's a private. So now that I have two platforms on Snapchat, it says, do you want to put it on your private story, which is friends, or you want to put it on your Nombre Chut Up story? So anyways, long story short, because of TikTok, because of COVID, I blew up, got invited, got items sent to me, met friends that I thought I would never meet. You know, Mike Starr, y'all just had on Friday, great friend. Met him from the beginning. Shout out to Mike. I need to look for it. I told my wife to save it because you never know how big Mike's gonna get. I have an original barbecue sauce jar with a sticker. It was just a mason jar with his sticker. Yeah. That.
That's awesome.
I remember that.
So I have that stuff. I met Mike in person multiple times. Al Fergoni. Just the list goes on and on, right? Robert Sedna, shout out to Robert Sedna. He's fighting cancer. Everybody hashtag fight. So really, just really great people, and of course Tony, and then all of you. I can remember the day he came on. He came on for a quick. I think you were walking or something, dude, and
I was at work
or something. It was dark, and you got on.
Yeah, I was at work, and I had the lights out of the county building or the county building.
It was funny because you got on for a little bit, and we were sponsored by some charcoal company that we don't have to mention anymore. And he's like, "Yeah, shout out to, don't worry about them. Shout out to, I don't know what charcoal company you said." And we're like, "Oh, okay."
It was Jerk.
Yeah, but he shout out as somebody else, right?
Yeah,
so we got you.
I think I said Fogo or something.
No, jealous devil, right?
Oh.
And I won't forget. We went with the show. We hung up and we talked about the show. We go, "What the fuck was that guy doing? Bashing our sponsor, fucking dickhead!" And we're like, "Oh shit, sorry." But anyways,
I don't think anybody called you a fucking dickhead, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's cool. I couldn't hear anything, so I just was nervously just kept talking.
Yeah, I remember. It was what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He was doing the Stone Cold, but we're looking at his nostril. What? What? Yeah.
He cut his ear hair. I remember he's like, "Well, I got to get off here and turn the power back on." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Good times. Oh man.
No, I know I went all over the place, but it's been in me since my little because of my dad. Barbecue because it was something I missed from dad, right? And it gets me thinking, right? And my wife says, "Well, boy, dad's good. Dad has good food. You need to appreciate it." It's like they will one day. Just right now they just don't understand, right? And I hope one I'm here long enough to watch them grow and barbecue with them and all that stuff. So that's another stage in life to look forward, right? Because right now we're doing the childhood. And then they're teenagers, and then they're gonna want to barbecue, and I'll just be right there, whatever they want to do, support them.
For sure.
So that's another thing I can't wait for, right? So when those boys came out of my wife, I was like, I can't wait to do sports with them, right? So we're at that stage in life, and now I was like, I can't wait for us to cook side by side or compete side by side. That's one thing I hope one day that I can have my two boys and myself, and we can compete.
That would be.
But
cool.
my oldest one's a little bit of a bookworm, so. It is what it is. If he doesn't want to do it, I don't push him. I don't push him to do sports. He's all A kid. He's on top of it, real smart. I don't push him to do something that they don't want to do. Right? Because push them something, they're just going to pull back as far as they can and never come back.
100.
Hate it at the end of the day. So why just don't tease yourself. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a future dream. It's it's what, maybe, I don't know, 8-12 years down the road, maybe less, but to be all three of us, and we have a little cooking team, so we'll see. That's time will tell.
Yeah.
So that's some
For
goals.
sure.
Yeah, Roger. Hell yeah, man.
Brag to my wife.
No, Roger's a great person. Great person to have in
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
arsenal.
we
Go
call him
follow
the,
Too
we
Much
call him the
Well then.
mayor. He's the mayor of the barbecue community.
Yeah.
He's
For
the
sure.
mayor.
And so
Yeah.
I want to recap something over here in the comments.
Yeah.
'Cause, we got some insider information about why we haven't seen too much of Nombre and lazy. But she said it's a little cool because then she gets a break from helping behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because I tell hey, so this is the plan. This is a shot. Hey,
Mike, what's
What's
up,
up,
Mike?
Mike?
Thanks for stopping by, dude.
she's like, well, this is the plan, babe. So, okay. I was like, babe, where are you going? I need to do this. I was like, babe, come outside. She's like, I don't want to smell like smoke. I was like, well, I need to get I need to get the shot. You know, she's so that's when I get tripods, and that's when the tripods came in effect. And,
Yeah.
she don't want to help no more. So I'm over there pushing play. I'm at the right angle, and I'm 3, 2, 1, and then I go grab it right. So when I'm on the video, I hear 3, 2, 1. I delete 3, 2, 1, and I know the action's coming. And that's harder work, right?
For sure.
And then there's no one to blame when it's a bad view, right? She's like, well, you didn't tell me it was a bad shot. I was like, well, Jesus Christ, darling, it was saying that you can't see me, or there's a shadow, or there's a booger hanging out, or you got all this sweat on your face, right?
The problem was on my end, Alyssa was really good, and she figured out that I was just going to keep asking her to do it because she was really good at it. And then she's like, nah, you're going to learn how to do this yourself. Like, because she used to make all the graphics. And I was like, hey, real quick. And finally one day she's like, I don't feel like doing it. Like, you're going to do it right now. So, yeah.
I try to have Kim help me, and then go ahead.
That's thankful for it. That's all.
Yeah. I used to try to have Kim help me, and I'd like look. I'd be like, get closer, you know, and I wouldn't see my phone moving in, and I'd like look over, and she's like staring at me, filming me, and I'm like, no, the food, man.
And then they're like, yeah, and you're like, oh god, yeah.
I'm like, people don't want to see me. Trust me. Hey, real quick though, our buddy Robert's worried about you.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's like propped up like a half dead person on this bed frame here.
To be fair, this was a little earlier when Nombre was talking. You were just kind of like this, looking over, but you did. You did have a Dennis Rader feel, and that's not good because he was also more famously known as BTK. So,
oh Jesus!
Turn of the weekend parties.
Hey, but Robert said he loves your old videos when you'd go to parks or whatever and kill it. Who's he talking to here?
Must be talking about Nombre.
That's what I thought. It might just be your backyard, and he thinks it's a park.
Yeah, I do live in the rural area. I do live.
Yeah,
in the
he's got some. He's definitely. He's not in a cul-de-sac or anything like that. We'll
no. I am on a dead end road of a county road, but no.
Oh, and that means your road never gets taken care of. You're like at the bastard road.
Yeah.
Well, we have like our own self watch. Who's that truck? I've never seen it. You know, the neighbors, right? We all start walking to the door with a rifle or something. What was that?
Yep. that was my dad. Same way.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, what kind of questions you got for our buddy here?
All right, Nombre, actual food question here. So in the wide world of, we've all learned a lot of stuff. You know, me, I've learned a lot about the Tex-Mex cuisine in this wide world of TikTok and social media and all that. What have you learned from different parts of the country that you now use down in your southern Texas kitchen?
Probably Alfregones style, Argentina style. It's probably like my favorite. Chimichurri is one thing. We probably every other weekend we make it, and we not even using it for me. We're just dipping it. We get some croutons at our local grocery store, HEB, the best.
I swear everything's to do with Jimmy.
Yeah. So yeah, like that party I cooked for is that, yeah, appetizers, they're gonna be Argentinian style. I'm not Argentina, but I was taught by a very good source, but
Yeah,
the Argentina
he might
cooks.
know a thing or two.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just I think his style I adopted the most. And then the seasonings. If it wasn't for social media, I would have been stuck with salt, pepper, garlic. Uh, you know, Blazing Stars. And not because he was on the show, but I've been a constant supporter because I believe in stuff. And it's so good. It's changed my pork game. I've liked pork, but I've always seasoned it just salt, pepper, garlic, right? And a lot of people are just like that. Don't get me wrong, but man, his seasonings are wonderful. Uh, those are probably the two that always stay in my mind. Is the Argentina appetizers, chimichurri, the style, and his Mike Blazing Stars seasonings. Those were really good, and still to this day I constantly cook with. Uh, Probably one and two. I go like the other day we made meatloaf. We put all in one in beef, his beef seasoning in our meatloaf. So uh, that's constant change or what I do every day. When friends come over, like, what's this green stuff? That's chimichurri.
Hmm.
That's how much, like, literally, no matter who's here, chimichurri's on the table.
There
Uh,
you go.
those two, I would say, those two, Argentinian influence, and then just the seasoning that Mike Kinstar has, just the flavor profiles, whatever it is, it's good stuff.
We're always hoping
There
you're
you
going
go.
to see side dish game from the Midwestern friends, but whatever.
Side dishes, yeah, yeah. Well, I did. So I learned that you can cook for a family of four for $10. So you don't. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I didn't record myself, and I was pissed, Tony. So it was last Sunday, and we were hungry. I was like, "Give me a second." And I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think of it. And I remember I only spent $7.35. I got I got a 5 pack of ramen noodles. I got two cream of mushroom Campbell soup. I name brand. So I didn't even see.
Hey, Campbell's cream of mushrooms getting affordable these days. You can find that shit at
I was
Dollar.
being risky with name brand, man. I was trying to look for something that had faded letters and something you couldn't, So,
Did you smash them on
uh,
the floor for
and
dent?
then I went to the meat market and I got one breast. I sliced the breast. And it was big old fatty. That's what she said. I sliced it in half and grilled up the breast.
There he
There it
is.
is.
I I boiled the noodles. I added the cream of chicken, so the cream of mushroom. So I had a creamy ramen noodles topped with chicken for $7.35. I was like, "Fuck
You know what?
yeah!" I mean, there's your $10 or less. What was that,
The cream of mushroom in the noodles, like, it's something so simple. I never thought to have done that.
dude? And it was thick. It was good. It was my son loved it. My son, my oldest son, my 11-year-old, he's all
That's
into
also what
noodle
she
craze right
said.
now. He's all into the noodle craze right now. So I was like, let me show you, right? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I topped mine off with some Dude Network collab with Redbeard's
The
the
Zab. The
Zab it.
Zab.
there you go.
Zab
Yeah,
it.
Zab
Little
it.
Zabba do you?
yeah. So that's
Hashtag
good stuff.
Zabaholics.
I love
But
it. Hashtag
it was
Zab
good.
things.
Zabba dabba do.
Hey,
And
so
I,
real
I
quick,
told myself I could have done a
oh,
challenge.
do you really have javelinas in your backyard?
Yeah, so fun story. We're gonna get a little graphic here.
Oh, here we
So
go.
Can we shoot them?
yes,
Oh my gosh, I'm coming to Texas, buddy.
All
so
right.
but
Go.
I don't like to eat them. I don't like, for one, if you prep them wrong, they're tough. Two, if you cut their gland, you just
Oh,
spoiled the meat.
yeah, it's done.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know
before I get into the
that way.
story, before I get into the fun fact, a javelina is related to the rodent family instead of the pig family.
Yeah.
Okay, the swine
Everybody
family.
says they're like it's like a small pig. But yeah, it's more
It, it,
closely related to big
yeah,
like
it
vermin.
is a pig, but it's more
Yeah.
aggressive and it will attack you if it feels
Mm,
territorial, right?
yeah.
So it sounds bad, and not and we have to say shoot it and let it run away, right? So you shoot it in a place where it'll die somewhere else, right?
Immediate. Yeah.
Well, the closest gun I had to me was my shotgun, and I put some slugs in it, and that thing was about 40 yards, and I put it right in his gut. He didn't go anywhere, and he died under the tree. And I live in Texas where mesquite have thorns, and this is a young tree where I can't get under it, so it stunk. It's like for 4 days. Oh, and then we have this giant armadillo the size of a rugby football, and so he eats roots, right? He eats roots. So there's little holes like that big and about probably 3 inches deep everywhere, and he's just messing up my yard. The javelinas are messing up
Oh
yards.
yeah.
So that's how rural I live. But you can tell it's an armadillo because you can see his tracks, right? You see his little paw prints, and you see a straight line
his
from
tail.
his tail. Yeah. Like, no, I didn't go outside to pee. You know what I mean? But no. So those are the kind of critters I'm fighting. I was working. We had Tropical Storm Harold hit us this past weekend. I'm working late, coming home late, and I haven't seen the kids. All I'm doing is waking up and going, and they're still asleep, and I'm coming home and they're asleep. And she sends me a video. It was like 10:45, and she sends me a video, and our motion camera goes off, and you just see that little rugby thing just going in our front yard. Stupid. I can't stay awake. I'm terrible. I can't stay awake past 9:30, 10 on a weekday. So I ain't. And on a weekend, I'm having a great time with the wife and whatever we do. If we're out and about, if we're binge watching something, I ain't worried about it, right? But my cheat days are Friday night and Saturday night, so I can stay up. But other than that, I'm out. I can't get that night creature of that armadillo. I've been trying to get it off my land, but hey,
what armadillo?
A big old armadillo. It's the size of a rugby football. I mean, they get pretty big, I guess. Yeah, I've never seen that one big in person. So
we do have a question from the crowd.
Yeah, I wanted to get to this one right here.
Yep.
If you had to transport beans, Nombre, how would you do it? This is coming in from Blazing Star Barbecue.
I would definitely watch Tony's video and do not do that technique.
Oh, come on, man. It worked out all right. I got a bunch of free Cambros out of that deal.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
That's what it was, folks. Cambro was like, hey, look, dude, we got
you. You got to do better.
It did pay for it did like kind of wipe out for that not cheap cleaning bill.
Yeah,
true.
Trust me. Trust me, I paid for them Cambros.
Yeah.
Trust me, I paid a lot for them Cambros. Yeah. That seems like a running joke. Like the dealership even called me the next day after they saw the video. They're like, "Yeah, don't trade that bitch in here."
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we were all trying to tell him to crash it and turn it in for the insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do that no more. Now you got recorded document that you're gonna try that technique. So
yeah,
don't do that.
That's already been recorded. Now. So yeah.
So that story keeps developing because that Alyssa posted that video, got like close to 1 million on TikTok, and one of my clients up in Michigan like called me and he was like had a question about work. He's like, "Hey, by the way," he goes, "do you make TikToks?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I saw the beans video and I told my wife, I swear to God, it was you." And that's my rep for Real Credit Life Disability. His wife was like, "No way." Yep, that was me. So that one out of it got me. That was the first time I got popped by someone I didn't tell.
Can we talk about how humbling it is when you get recognized? Oh man, we were at work and I was hiring a new employee, and there's a process that you pass the paper test and you get invited to go and come and do the physical test to see if you are physically fit to do the job. And there was an actual apprentice class going on, and they were outside also. And then, they were walking by, and I was just introducing myself, whatever. Fast forward the end of the day, I go talk to the head instructors, and they're like, "Well, how's your day? Any good prospects?" And we're just talking about the prospects. Hey, before you leave, they were asking, "Hey, is that guy from TikTok?" And the instructor goes, "Yeah." Yeah, he's like, "Well, he goes, that's so cool." And it's like, I was like, "Man, I'm just a simple guy in the backyard having fun," but it's just a humbling experience, right? Now, a higher chance of being recognized in Texas, yes, because you look at your stats, and it'll see where your region sees you more and what sex watches you more. For some reason, I got a bunch of women that are in their 20s that watch me. I don't understand that. Just kidding, darling. I'm just kidding. Anyways, but
busted.
yeah, that was a joke, guys. Y'all didn't laugh.
That left hook to come out of that right side of the
No, yeah, we all know exactly what accounts you're talking about.
Here he's dying with the microphone.
A ton of those girls in knife companies, right?
Yeah, knife companies. Yep. That's crazy. You know how to get rid of them? You start pretending like you have a contract for fees and stuff, videos, and they leave you alone pretty quick.
Yeah, I always tell them to send me. I was like, send me something, and if it's cool, I'll whatever. And they go, oh, how about this? But yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, they bother you. Why not? How about this? Oh no! Hey, and then all those phishing ones, those fake ones, where hey, give it. Here's this link, and you'll give you Facebook ads, and we'll pay $1,000 each. I was like, yeah, sure. Let's have it. I tell them, let me have a $2,000 signing bonus. Let me send the contract over so my lawyer and my agent can see it. And you can get no response after that.
I remember when I used to block all of them, and then it gave you an option. I don't know if it still does it or not. I was like, and block any future accounts this email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like after about 5-6 months of doing that, finally it went away.
Yeah, because it's the same person over or same people.
That's right.
It's like those fake callers about the scammers.
Oh, dude.
They're like all in the same room, so you can hear them all in the background. You know how? Ma'am, I can't hear you, man.
This is my good buddy Spom Rice, are you?
Somebody. I was like, ma'am, I can't hear you in the background. All these scammers in the background overpowering your voice. Isn't that the scammer video? Say, yeah, I mean, call. I go, yeah, it is. I go, because I can hear you all in the background, Jesus.
Have you guys ever watched this? The hackers getting the scammers exposed.
Get the revenge. Oh, I stayed up till 2 o'clock one morning.
That is not a foodie show topic, but we'll save that one for a Friday because that's awesome.
I'm just excited to see all y'all. I'm just all over the place,
man.
Yeah, man.
Like,
I was gonna toss it to Damon. What you got, dude?
Hey, well, so I mean, you kind of hinted on it a while ago, the whole ramen deal. But you say your boys get tired of your barbecue. So what's a typical weeknight meal for the Nombre house?
They love Hamburger Helper, and I don't. And I feel bad for my wife because she'll make something. There's always one, and I feel bad because I'm guilty. Either she'll target them two together, or she'll target me and the 6-year-old together, or she'll target me and the 11-year-old together, right? And I hate to be the one singled out, but they love cheesy shells. They love that one. It's just Hamburger Helper, the shell noodles, and the cheese powder, milk, water, and that's their favorite. Well, I'm burned out. Like I can't. Don't even. It's like I'll eat a sandwich. So that's number one for the boys. Right. They love pasta, but they love spaghetti. But they can't go to a friend's house and eat spaghetti because me and my wife, we boil the water, throw the salt in, throw the garlic in, the noodles go in, the sauce. Exactly. Yeah, we cheat. Yes, season. Yes. If you're watching the show and the only thing you get out of the show is season your water for your noodles. Okay,
like
if it's the only thing you get out of this,
salt for sure. But you start bumping some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Fresh basil, garlic, it'll change your life.
If you want to be a lazy poor person, go to Dollar Tree, get like a cheap bottle of Italian dressing. Squeeze like half a bottle of that in there. Yeah,
when it's out, when you drain the water.
And then still you get like the chunky like bits in there that when you drain noodles. I use boiled that Italian seasoning.
The dry rub the chimichurri, boom on that, and toss the noodles with butter and olive oil.
Man, one thing last year I've learned the simplicity of good noodles, and that's form right there.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, don't soak it.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
You get some dirty smoke, but that spaghetti's number. But we try to do a lot of crock pot stuff now that we're football season. Either we're eating dinner at 5 or we're eating dinner at 9.
Yeah,
so you got And then the
It's
bad
got to
thing
be
about
ready. Yeah, just
the bad thing about 9 is I'm not a spring chicken anymore. That food
yeah,
becomes
right.
fat, bro. I
Yeah.
eat in about 40 minutes, and what does that do? My body doesn't break it down; it just stores it
That's
to
right.
fat.
Yep.
Why did I
Yes,
gain
sir.
20 pounds in winter or fall? Because you had your eating schedule went really bad.
For
Because
sure.
normally we average dinner. We eat an early dinner. We average 6:37. That kitchen's closed. If you want, you can eat popcorn if you're still hungry after that.
Mhm.
But yeah, hamburger helper for the boys. Spaghetti's number 2 for them. And then enchiladas, that's a family favorite. She'll do
Ooh,
a lot.
Mm.
Either if she's tired, I was like, babe, just casserole it. Just put it in layers. And if she's
Yep. Yeah,
in
we
fish,
same. We do that one too.
if she's the one in the mood for it, we're gonna devour it. But she'll roll them. She'll have the
Yeah,
traditional
we
roll
do.
them up.
Yeah, same.
But
That's how
it's
we
beef.
usually do.
It's beef. We don't do cheat, man. Life is too short to be eating cheese enchiladas. Another thing that you could take away
Thank
from
you.
this is cheese enchiladas are not acceptable, guys. Throw beef in there. Throw chicken in there.
Man.
Just Jesus Christ, there's more. I tell you what,
Knock it off, people. Knock it
Yeah.
off. I feel the
Oh.
same way about tamales. You're gonna go through
Yeah.
all the work about making tamales, and you put cheese and a little sliver of jalapeno in there. Like, what the f-
No,
is this?
no,
Mm.
we down here in
Unacceptable.
South Texas, it's deer and mixed with pork. It's we got pork, we got cream cheese and jalapeno, we got bean and cheese, and then you
Well, we
name
don't
it,
need any
man.
of
We
that
got corn.
nonsense.
We got corn.
Hell yeah.
Oh, corn is so good.
It's
You ever
corn.
had you ever had corn in
Corn.
tamales?
Yeah.
No,
Juice.
No,
that's
man,
not
it's
my
good.
jam either.
Mhm.
Well, you got
No,
what though? What was the question?
you had corn tamales?
No.
Straight up corn.
No. That sounds good though.
Yeah.
Isn't that? But that's just like. Isn't that just?
Yes,
Isn't that
I don't
just
understand, but it
corn?
works. Yeah,
Isn't
it
it just
works.
corn?
Yeah, it works. I don't know. You add cream cheese and jalapeno and the sweet. It works. I don't know.
I believe that's actually you should do a video. You should come out of retirement.
You should do
Really?
elote. You should do elote corn like that, which
Okay,
is corn also. And
so
then
we
do
have great
tamales.
minds think alike. So the other day I was
Yeah.
visiting my folks, and she's all, "Son, I made tamales." Okay, cool. And I was like, "Man," I was like, "Mom, like you don't have." There was a lot of corn. So yeah, here's a few beef and chicken. So we eating those. And like, Mom, I have an idea. I was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I get the corn and I get the cojota cheese and I put the tahini and hot sauce. It's like, what are you doing? Putting a little bit of mayo. So I'm trying to make a elote tamale, and where there was the corn, right?
Bingo.
I don't know if I had the ratio wrong or what. It was terrible. I was like, that's a big fail. That was a big fail. So I need to maybe work on that ratio a little bit. Maybe we needed to have some more corn inside. I don't know. That was it, but it sounded good here. It didn't register good on the tongue, sir. So, many failures of mine that don't get recorded very often. So,
Right. I feel
no.
you on that.
But pizza's course number 1 with the boys, and thank God, pepperoni, breakfast bacon, Canadian bacon is our go-to, and and my boys agree with me. That's our go-to.
Ooh,
There you
solid.
go.
Love it. Ever
then-
have pineapple on that pizza?
Of course not. Yeah.
Already knew that. Already knew that.
Yes. Mike's Blazing Star said yes.
Well,
I mean, to be fair, he was wearing a pineapple shirt. So.
I'm not really. We had signs that want to go that way. We ignored. Or did we do it to expose?
What?
Did we do our job by exposing the pineapple lovers?
I don't know.
I think we're doing a service. At least
I think
everybody's
I
warned.
think people need to know that
Everybody's warned.
Yeah.
Hey, Nombre, you ain't lying on that Reaper rub though.
I told you, Tony, that don't
So
be afraid of the pepper. It's just like a great ratio. Great.
Same with Scorpion, dude. Same with the Scorpion.
Scorpion. So I ain't gonna. I'm not scaring nobody, but I went as heavy as I normally do with Reaper, and my pork chops got warm on me. I was like, okay, this is good.
It has a little more heat, but
Yeah,
if you
I
use it just like I don't know, whatever regular amount, I guess, not heavy. That honey that he has with that is, oh my gosh, dude.
So check this out. Is it Redbeard that has the honey chipotle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is
Redbeard's
insane,
honey
too.
chipotle, Redbeard's honey chipotle and Reaper combo. So you put Redbeard's first. I have an actual rib video of it. I think I put Redbeard's honey chipotle down first. Okay, and it has dehydrated honey pellets. I guess
Crystals
I
or
don't know.
whatever. Yeah.
Crystals.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the moisture of the meat sucks in, moisturize the pellets. I mean, there's a glaze. There's a glaze where you just want to, get bacteria and get sick and shit. Just want to lick it, right? Anyways, when it glazes over, rehydrates Redbeard seasoning. You put Reaper and it just glues on. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
You talking about some good food?
And actually, honey chipotle is a sugar-free seasoning. He was telling me that the other day. I did not know that. It's a sugar-free seasoning
There you go.
Nice.
because it's got honey in it. Yeah, so it's got the natural stuff, not
So those two guys work together well.
the pork rub's an activator too. It turns into brown sugar glaze. But yeah, that's what I do on that too. I let it do its thing. Then it's just like you don't have to use a lot of seasoning because it just sticks to it. It's so sticky. So
Yes, sir. That's good stuff.
yeah, for sure.
So, hey, go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead. I didn't know what I was going to ask. So go ahead, Johnny.
Oh, tell us about these bad boys.
That is a fajita taco with guacamole on a corn tortilla. Is that a flour? I don't remember, but so that's my go-to meat. That is the outside skirt or inside skirt, whatever. It's the skirt steak, right? Down here we call it fajita. So, you come south, San Antonio or south, you hear fajita. Well, they're talking about the skirt steak, right? Might be the flank steak sometimes, but skirt steak. So good. It's a cut of meat that you can do well done, but the word steak in it, so treat it like a steak, guys. It's
Right.
good stuff. Give it to a medium cook. And of course, this is a cut of meat that if you cut wrong, if you cut with the grain, it becomes like a piece of rubber.
Oh, rubber, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to cut it right.
You the art of the grain, sir.
Yes. And
it's so important.
He's been my police. He's been my grain cutting police in my career.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you did all that work and you still, but if you do it small enough bites, and it don't matter. But if you do strips against the grain, good cuts, right? Fajita's my favorite. Someone tells you, "Hey, man, I'm coming over. You throw something down." I'm sorry, we're doing fajitas. Quick,
He's not
easy,
lying,
good.
folks.
Yeah, there's fajitas inside. Yeah, that's
Look at these fancied up ones.
Poblano. Yeah, those are poblano peppers, and it has cheese inside of it. I forgot what I used. I want to say I was lazy and I just used queso cheese, just not queso, quesadilla cheese, just something melting.
Like Gordo's.
Yeah, that's good eating right there. That was my version of chili relleno in a taco. So chili relleno is a poblano pepper. You roast it, you let them sweat, you take off the outside skin, you cut them up, and you fill them with cheese, meat. Well, it's traditionally cheese, but I'm against cheese, right? Life's too short for just to have cheese, right? So I put some meat in it. And the traditional one is you get some egg whites, 4 to 5 egg whites, right? Put the egg yolk to the side, and you beat them. And what happens to when egg whites, you beat them, they get all fluffy.
Yep. It's like meringue. That's how you make meringue. Yeah.
Without minus the sugar, correct? So you get the pepper and you dip it in there, and then you fry it. And it's just good eating. It's just really good eating. Some salsa on top. That's a chili relleno, right? So that was my version, right? Not deep frying it. Everything was made on the pit. I cut it open, cheese melted, the fajitas on the side, took out the fajitas, cut them up, put them in there, just put them on top of a tortilla. Oh, that was good eating. I need to do that again. It's a labor of love, right? It's a lot of work, but man,
a lot of this stuff is a lot of work.
Worth it in the end, though.
Well, that's why I love the dry brining go. I mean, God, it's so quick and easy. But you literally season it, you start your grill. By the time the grill's warmed up, this shit's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
I if I can, I always try to dry brine beef overnight.
Yeah.
Like just with salt, or I'll do a seasoning too, but
definitely brisket. Definitely brisket. That's a big old chunk that you want to at least do it 8 hours before.
Yeah.
I see the difference.
I will say probably you're not, but when you're on a comp though, you don't have that time. You don't have that luxury.
Oh no, None of that nonsense.
But all that injection comes in, so it's just like a double-edged sword or whatever they do.
We love you,
See you
buddy.
later, Roger. Be good and be good at it.
Salute the mayor, barbecue community.
Yep.
All right, Rod.
What else y'all got?
What tell us about these?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel kind of weird being the avocado bombs.
It is.
Yeah, dude, these blew my mind when I saw these.
Excuse me.
Watch
So yeah,
that
so
one more time, folks. Go ahead, talk about it. We can't play sound on here. Well,
so right now it's all good. So all that is those are called avocado bombs, right? And not the what it is because you bite into it, it's supposed to explode with cheese and juices, anyways. But I just cut it. But all that is if you go for my videos, that is ground beef, grounded meat, and I wrap avocado right. I take it out of the husk. I fill it with that's usually with a big chunk of cheese, right? I wish I should have done more, but it was a big chunk of cheese that you put in the core with some jalapeno. Jalapeno is optional, right? But I love heat. Okay. You close that back. You have your meat. You pat it all down. You put your avocado and then you wrap your meat all the way around it, right? And before you do that with your meat, you season it in the bowl to your liking. Use your seasonings of your choice, whatever you want, until you feel that that's how I like my meat, right? Once you do that, then you get bacon, another layer of flavor, right? I always talk about layers of flavor. Bacon is a layer of flavor by itself. It's a food group and a layer of flavor. And all I do is smoke into the internal temperature of the beef, right? Because the avocado is ready to rock and roll, right? But internal temperature is 165 of that beef. And then probably like when you're probably like at 140, you want to put a little bit of barbecue sauce at the end. That way it kind of gets caked on there, nice and thick, sticky. Have it with whatever adjective you want to use. That's good eating, man. That's good eating. Good eating. So, I actually got a comment. That was what's that word they're using? That hip word for fake food. It tastes it's just for show. It's just food for show. It doesn't taste good.
Fugazi.
No, fugazi is just like fake in Italian.
I know. So it'd be like fake.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is. It'll come to me. But they comment that. I was like, no, bro, like shut the pie hole and try it up. Try it. Like I'm not gonna show you something that I don't put my name on.
Right, yeah. Shit, I'm not some account just getting paid to have a video up. Like,
no,
making to eat.
It's your loss if you're saying I don't know what the word. It has bothering me. It's bothering me with what he told me that comment. I had to look it up on Urban Dictionary what that meant because I was like, anyways. But he's just saying that it was stage food. It just doesn't taste good. It looks good. So, no, I don't know what it's called.
Wrong.
Let me Google search it.
Yeah, you're not always right.
Nope.
Not tonight.
You stopped on your high note. Back. Oh, there's laying rabbit. She got that blazing star in her.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is.
Not the only one I'm seeing is what Tony was saying a while ago was fugazi.
Yeah, it was a different word.
Trendy word, Pat McAfee.
But it says the top 5 are fugazi, and then it's spelled 3 different ways in Wankston and crocodile tears.
I don't know. I gotta look through it.
Yeah.
Well, what about this one, Nombre? Because I've been waiting to circle to this stuff for a little while because you touched on it. But so we're gonna start with this one.
Oh yeah, that's pork on a skewer with some vegetables, open fire. Just so there's a different element when the flame touches it to coal to smoke.
Yep.
And what we're doing there is just a pork kebab, pretty much. But that's a cut up. What do we use? Pork shoulder.
Okay.
It was so good. Yeah, it was so good. As a matter of fact, I think another guy that we need to get on here. We need to talk to him. I was cooking with Big Hobbs for that meal. I cooked something else. Yeah. I got It was pork and vegetables. Just good eating. It was good eating. Oh, like what's the word? Man, I'm going blank right now. First, that word's kicking my ass. That's why, because I'm thinking about that word. But el pastor. There you go. Pork
Yeah,
al
yeah.
pastor. So
Pineapple and yeah.
so that's why it was real orangey red because it had that flavors to it, and just at a smaller portion, right? You could see the big
Yeah.
old commercial. I would say it looks like a tornado the way they trim it up and everything, or the way the fire hits it, the way the meat's ready. That's why it naturally becomes that way. But yeah, that's what we're doing. A quick version off of those super skiers. Shout out to Vic for super skiers. Another guy needs to
Yeah.
join us on the food show.
Yeah. Well, I need to reach out to him for sure.
Yeah, he's in Oregon, so he'll be on your time, Johnsy. He'll be
Yeah.
on your time, bro.
We've had a lot of PNW. We got to be the highest PNW podcast.
100%.
And we've had like 5 people from the PNW.
Yeah.
Have we?
It's been in 1, 2,
Robert, Dane,
3.
Truck and Dad.
I was going to say 3. I don't know.
I guess, yeah. It's still quite a bit showing love.
Yeah, man. They do good stuff out there too.
Robert's on twice. Robert's been on twice.
Yeah, Friday and this one. Yep.
Can we talk about how sad we are that John C. let his beard go? Did you get tested for some kind of respirator thing again, or what?
It was the
No, we got a new facility manager, and I was told that as long as you were able to shave, because like I'm not an operator or I'm not a mechanic who like half their jobs or 3/4 of their jobs require a respirator. So they always said if it's like that, you just have to have the ability to shave. Well, it's like you have to wear your shirt tucked in because there's conveyors and screw conveyors and all kinds of stuff. None of us were doing that, you know. But when the new facility manager came, it was known that they were going to want, like, we're going to clean this ship up, you know?
Yeah.
And so I dove in the employee handbook looking for that rule that they told me about, and it's not in there. Well, come to find out, that was some bum facility manager before who didn't really, you know, he just didn't want to fight with people. So without having a leg to really stand on in that fight, and I didn't want that to be an issue with our brand new manager. You know what I mean?
You didn't want static with a new guy.
Exactly,
you know?
Dude.
First impressions.
I'm live a drama-free life, dude. I have to go there every day, so
there we go.
There you go.
But
you could
keep it sucker free. So let's talk about this one.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I'm just basting. I got some beer, and we're just basting the hogs right there. So there's actually 2 hogs, and there was 4 cabritos. Cabritos are young milking goats. And that was the Bernie, Texas live fire cooking event. Al Fragoni was there. Some other big hogs, many more others.
What
was that?
Is that where you almost died?
Oh yeah, I got dehydrated later that day. But yeah, so that was the whole hogs. We get there. It was a big team. There was a lot of, I was close to 40 social media people, 20, 30, 40. I don't know. I remember. It was a lot of us. There was a lot of us. Mm-hmm. We were invited to go out. The main show event was a whole steer. They cooked the whole steer. It was close to 500 pounds, or maybe close to 500 or close to.
That's crazy.
Took 26 hours to cook, and an asador style, right? Pretty much like that pig was, but for like a handle of steer. And you know, they had a team for the steer. They had a night squad and they had a day squad. And then I was like, I showed up, so I'm ready to cook. I said, no, you just watch these 2 pigs and help this other guy with 4 goats. I got you. And we were just recording like crazy. That beer I used was I don't know what the beer company is, but
obviously Garage Beer.
It was a large sponsor of that cook, right? So it was, you know, we were basting the pigs. So it was time to use it. It was an IPA full of flavor. It was just a good shot to use them. It was a good video, good shot. But we do based, right? I would normally use apple juice at my house or wherever, but that's what we had at hand, and we had plenty of it. Just shout out to those sponsors.
I will say that Garage Beer Lime would probably make a pretty good basting beer for some pork.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And it would probably make a great beer for the chilada I'm having.
So we do have a follower first.
Tea. Sorry, go ahead, John.
Tea? Oh no, I was just saying we had this is what you were doing there though.
Yeah, there you can see the steer, 2 alligators. Yeah. Steer, 2 gators, pigs, goats.
There he is.
Yep. That was good eating. Yeah. There's the alligators. Vic was cooking those. There's a shot of all the there's a steer right there.
There's a steer, yeah.
That was a really fun event. I tell you what, that was a memorable day.
But like we saw in those other videos, you do obviously smaller versions of that at home in the backyard.
Yeah, for the wife's 21st birthday, I made her a 300-pound little hog. Had the family over. I relaxed. It was just me by myself until some of the family came over at the end. And when the family showed up, it was time for showtime, right? And not showing off, but it was like, hey, let's make some appetizers. I did the whole thing. I made appetizers for them. The whole hog was ready. We made hogs. I made a coleslaw, not your traditional coleslaw, right? There's no mayo in it. It's the coleslaw, the cabbage, red cabbage and the green. I got some cilantro, cut up cilantro. I got serranos, and I sliced one serrano really thin, and then I basted it with red vinegar. You talking about some good coleslaw? We put that in between some corn tortilla was the pork, that coleslaw. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. That was good eating.
Yep.
So that was the main course, and then I turned around and grilled some peaches on the grill.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So I grilled them up. And then on the other side of the grill, I had a cast iron with some more heat, and I put a little bit of some liquor in there. It was a peach liquor, and then some brown sugar. And then I put the peaches because I grilled them both, flesh down, skin down. I didn't take the skin off, and then I put them flesh down into the cast iron pan where I had brown sugar and some of that liquor. It kind of caramelized. It was sticky, gooey. Got some vanilla ice cream. It was like the adults tore it up. Another dessert I did was you put a pineapple with its husk and everything, char it up, take it out of the fire, cut up the pineapple and then slice it. I mean, you put a little bit of bourbon on it. That's some good.
Yeah, that looks like that would be so good. Even like with a sprinkle of brown sugar caramelized on there too. Oof.
Yeah, it was so good stuff. It's good stuff. So it's a journey, right? Barbecue should be a journey, right? It shouldn't be if it's work for you, you're probably doing it wrong, guys. I'm just telling you, there's a process. There's get the fire going, relax. You get your meat ready, you're relaxed. Just jam out, turn on the radio. This kitchen is blaring with music. Whatever we're in the wire for talking. We're just whatever. Get the food going. Food's out. Let's cut it. Next food depends whatever you're making. Get everybody in. You bless the food and you eat. It's the journey. It's if you're not having fun, for one, you're probably using lighter. Two, your pit's not very cool. Lighter fluid, not lighter, but just those kind of things. There's just little things like that it shouldn't be a headache.
Once you get it down, I knew nothing. Once you get it down, like my Oklahoma Joe, it's almost it's hard for me not to run at 250. I feel like I have to go really, really hard. I could just let it go for an hour and a half and I'll still be at 250. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, you become
you eventually just getting a rhythm.
You become a pitmaster of your rigs. So
that's right.
And then it's just a great experience. It shouldn't be a headache. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Like I first started cooking again really hard and barbecuing as like just an escape from nonsense in the world. And I didn't even realize it until you told your story. But like I used to Snapchat all my buddies, like all my cooks, cheersing them and stuff, and that's hilarious. But yeah, it was about the experience, about being outside or making a meal and then sitting down and eating it.
Mhm.
And like nothing else mattered, you know.
Yeah, yeah, nothing else matters at that moment. You're it's away from what, like a getaway, I guess you could say.
It's your Zen moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is a
yeah.
question from the crowd I want to ask, and we'll ask everybody individually. Start with our guest, Nombre. Would you make an impossible brisket? So I'm assuming we're talking about impossible meat, like an impossible burger.
Like what? Like a watermelon?
No, like a vegan burger. Those vegan burgers that Impossible Whopper or
Yeah.
whatever.
I thought maybe the watermelon was the brisket, though.
I would no, I wouldn't.
No,
Dam- Damon,
No, absolutely not.
Tony.
that's a hell to a no.
Yeah, that's a hard pass. Like I don't even have to think about it. Hard pass.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine having a 16-pound Impossible and you spend 16 hours plus on a piece of mushroom? You know, whatever it is.
That's right. You deserve to
I
have.
No.
don't even know what it is.
You deserve to have a shitty experience. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Like I've seen. Look, don't get me wrong. I get there's some people that's a lifestyle choice for them. Right? They
Yeah,
don't eat meat or whatever. And I would, hey, I would love to get some really good vegan foodies on here to talk about it, because hey, I guarantee they could really step up my vegetable game. Shout out.
But yeah, make it taste like a piece of meat. There's no.
No, but the funny
Anyway.
thing is all the stuff that people do, like they do like tofu burn ends or tofu this or tofu that, and it's like it's not the same, folks. It's not. Stop it.
Yeah.
people come up with our tent like, got anything vegan? I'm like, we got corn, we have beef, we have slaw. Like that's what you get.
Yeah.
And we got
Sorry.
beans made with pork bacon.
Yeah, actually, the beans we use are it's like, yeah, there's no meat in them. There's no meat in them.
Oh, then they'll eat that. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll have
Yeah,
a pork
oh,
burger.
sorry. The mac and
Wow.
cheese has bacon on it. My bad.
Yeah. Green beans. Yeah. Now that I found a place to get beef bacon, yeah, green beans or beef bacon all day.
All day.
Yeah.
Ooh, so good.
Hey, I'm telling everybody, green beans with beef flavors it wins.
It wins.
Wins.
That Randy's, this is it. I'm telling you, that shit is absolutely amazing with some butter or beef tallow. Beef tallow, like instead of bacon, like I'm telling you, bacon, beef bacon, and beef tallow, and like a beef rub with like your smoked beans and stuff, man. That the green beans, yeah.
You heard it here
There you go.
first.
There you go.
We actually have like a big catering event we got, and that's going to be like it's like for like a Ducks Unlimited thing, so it's going to be
Ooh, sick. Yeah.
yeah. So it's going to be like a lot of pressure, and like we have to pull out our like all the stops. So we have like some wiggle room on our pricing, and we have chosen quality, and basically that's going to be the beans. Like I'm pulling out all the stops because we want back next year. So
Yeah, dude, especially a DU event. Foo.
Mm-hmm.
they
Better not be PU. No, tough
what? No,
No.
you are
No.
right. Yeah,
Tough crowd.
So, Nombre, hey, what do you got coming up, man? Tell us what the plans are. What do you got coming in the future? We know you're not gone forever.
just
Man,
nation.
I'm gonna miss the Dude Network event. I'm gonna miss this year's Texas meetup. It's in the Halloween weekend. Not gonna miss that one. I'm just gonna not dwell on things I'm gonna miss and just focus on the kids and when the time to, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely,
I
man.
really don't see myself doing anything in the next couple months.
Yeah.
But when I got time, you know, winter comes, I'll start cooking some more because it's terribly hot. I'm not the only state that's suffering
Mhm.
out here, but
No,
No.
it's
it's
already
hot.
Texas. It's hotter in Texas this year.
Yeah.
It's hot, like hot.
Like swampy.
Yeah, like you can cook bread in your mailbox.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Damon is thinking too about swampy.
Yep,
No. I ain't about
for
it.
sure.
hey,
Eaters,
Johnny.
Well,
Speaking of
what's up?
swampy, you didn't get affected by that hurricane that got hit, y'all.
No, it was way south of here. It was way south of here. But
I'm
it
in
was more humid during that time here than I really had ever and it's nothing like anywhere
Be-
else. But it was
Before,
like
during, or
four,
after?
uh
Before it made landfall, or during it made landfall in a different part of the state?
no, like the 2 days leading up, and then
The
like
calm,
that day,
the calm,
it was
the calm
it
before the
was
storm.
it was hot. It was just hot up here, and it was like high 30-40% humidity, that's pretty high for us, really high for us this time of
Yeah,
year especially. So it was just like I wasn't quite used to that like that, and it just it's whatever.
yeah, the
People had it
calm
much worse
before the
than I
storm.
did, so I'm really not trying to bitch about it.
There you go, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, folks,
Damon, man, y'all been lucky here on the hurricanes. Sorry, Johnny.
no, you're good. You're good.
We ain't bringing that up, bro. Shh.
hmm
Yeah,
Knock on the wood background.
yeah.
Yeah, I got 7.
Still
Well,
early.
folks, hey, we could keep this going all night, but we try and
That's
keep
right.
these at this amount of time. Make sure to tune in next week on Friday. Who do we have on Friday?
Golf ball whack 'em farther.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Josh Cook, KOCH.
Cook. Yeah, he
Cook.
he he hit
He's
a
a
golf
golfer.
ball like 9,000 miles or something like that.
490
Jesus.
496 yards at a professionally world record holder on
Wow.
the
I
follow
did that in a video game one time.
followed by our draft. Yeah, followed by our Dude Network second annual fantasy football draft.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm
Followed
on
by
next Friday.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Numbers going on twice in 2 weeks. What the hell?
our- and then
Yeah.
funny thing, you brought it up, Nombre. Next Sunday we have Big Hobbs himself coming on.
Right on, man.
Hey,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I ordered a cross from him and just kept talking with him. I was like, all right, dude, just come on the show.
Yeah.
So that'll be
Yeah.
a good fun one.
Absolutely.
that
So
Friday and Sunday, no guest.
Huh?
the Friday
yeah.
afterwards,
The
yeah.
Friday after, yeah.
Friday after that, yeah.
You're
And
gonna
the
have dudes
Sunday
in the round table?
Yep, that's it. In person.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
We could
Yeah.
be like sitting there hugging each other. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Just hold on.
Yeah,
to
we
each
will
other.
have to. It'll take some negotiating.
nah, it'd be all right.
Not negotiating. What's the word I'm trying to navigating? It'll take some
There you go.
navigating.
Yeah, we'll
What
figure
are
it
we
out.
navigating?
Don't worry about it.
The camera angles and
Oh.
situations.
Wow. That sounds terrible right now.
It's all about the angle.
All about the angle, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around. Hey, remember, podcasts are uploaded to Spotify, Anchor, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and we appreciate our listeners out there. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a kick butt rest of your Sunday, and we will see you all next week.